Endless Online, a free indie massive multiplayer online role-playing game. It's simple, cute, and extremely addicting. However, it has many problems. And ever since the relaunch, it obtained even more problems. Hello everyone, my name's Cruside, and welcome to what I believe are the top 9 problems with Endless Online. I'm going to start with the smallest issues with the game first, and then progress into the biggest ones. Let's get started. Number 9. The music. Now with this issue I have with the game, it's not so much the music itself. Most of it is actually pretty decent, and in some cases kinda nice. However, for one thing, a lot of the maps don't have music, and that really just takes away from the game's atmosphere. In a lot of cases, when a map actually has music, it won't loop. It's a little strange when the music just quits playing and you have to leave the map and come back to it if you want it to repeat. It's not really a big issue, but it is an issue nonetheless. Gotta start somewhere, right? Number 8. The graphics. Like the music, most of it is decent, and a lot of the time it is surprisingly detailed, but some of it is just not so well done. My biggest gripe with it is the fact that when the map ends, there's just a black void. It's weird! But again, even if the graphics have some issues here and there, overall it's really not too bad for just a couple of artists. Number 7. Things should actually be finished before being published into the game. There's so much stuff in it that was started and then immediately abandoned. Here's one example, the Karma Quest. What does it do? When you give Karma, you turn more good, and when you take Karma, you turn more evil. But it doesn't actually do anything. And the Dream Crystals, what is this? What do they do? Who am I? What am I? Yeah, I'm asking the same freaking questions. Number 6. Things should actually be explained. Like, what exactly do these cha and con points do? How do I choose a class? What stats does this item have so I know if I should buy it? To new players who don't look at guides or anything, they pretty much have to figure out what to do through trial and error. Not great. Number 5. Balance. This is a very prominent issue in Endless Online, which I know everyone has experienced one way or another. For example, lots of monsters are way harder to kill than others, but don't give half the experience, and there's really no point in being the rogue class. There's like a billion more things I could add to this issue, but I'm not going to bore you with them, because when you play Endless Online, you see those every single day. Number 4. Useless stuff. Now there's actually a decent amount of items and locations in this game, but the problem is at least 80% of the stuff is useless. There's just so many weapons that have the same exact or very close stats to the dagger. Some locations serve no purpose at all and don't give you anything important or even handy. Half the spells aren't worth getting or just do absolutely nothing at all. It's a mess. Number 3. The leveling. Anybody who's played Endless Online will know that the leveling system in the game is horrendous. It's ridiculously hard to move up. There's literally thousands and thousands of monsters you need to grind through. It just eats up so much time. The quests are hardly ever a help either. And once you do level up, it gives very little reward and hardly makes a noticeable difference in your character at all. It's just discouraging. Number 2. The game needs active moderators. I felt this deserved the second highest in the rank of EO's problems because if the game just had even one active moderator, there would be a huge dent in the amount of hackers, especially the autoers. It still persists to be one of the game's biggest issues. And finally, number 1 on Endless Online's problems. Can you guess what it is? The level blocks! Yeah, the level blocks. I feel that this deserves to be considered the number 1 problem in Endless Online because even if the other issues I mentioned earlier were fixed, other than the faster leveling one, I don't think it would be enough to save the game because there's simply not enough places to go to and it just takes way too long to get to a high enough level to get to the other locations, and pretty important locations I may add. Overall, it just completely obliterates everything that could possibly be remotely enjoyable in the game. So, anyway, that's that. What I feel are the top 9 problems with Endless Online. Vote, please, fix at least some of this stuff.